Hello, everybody. How's it going? Azren, the language nerd here, and today we're joined by
Colton running crane.
Colton. Yes, so I'm excited. We are starting up a new. I think it's a new segment. I don't think we've done any much Blackfoot content. So, Blackfoot. Maybe Colton, you can tell us a bit about what Blackfoot. What is Blackfoot? What language is it? Where is it spoken? For people that don't know.
Well, Blackfoot is an indigenous language spoken by the Blackfoot people, and it's of the Algonquian language family. So it's related to languages such as Cree, Ojibwe, Abenaki, whatnot, and it's spoken by the Blackfoot people. And we are mostly situated between Alberta and Montana. So I believe you could find Blackfeet almost everywhere now, but that's where we're originally from. Alberta and Montana, or what is now Alberta and Montana.
Cool. So Colton and I have been working on. I'm just gonna mute you, Colton. There's a bit of an echo. There we go. So Colton and I have been working on a Indigenous language revitalization project where we're offering, rather Colton is teaching some Blackfoot classes online. And recently we were Colton and I were talking, and we're like, man, there are like no listening resources for Blackfoot online. Whereas something like Spanish or French or German or other languages, you can find websites and apps where they have little passages where things are said in French, and then there's a transcription, and then there's little questions, like quiz questions based on that. There's nothing like that we found anyway for Blackfoot. And so we thought, well, why don't we make something? Why don't we start making some? So we're starting to make some resources that kind of supplement the classes that Colton teaches, and we'll still make them public on YouTube. So if other Blackfoot learners are out there, they can still use this as a resource. So let me share my screen. And today we'll talk about vowels and Blackfoot vowels and Blackfoot consonants. So Colton will say all of them. We'll talk about how to pronounce these letters, talk about some of the trickier ones. And then we'll do a little audio-based quiz at the end. Oops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click that. An audio-based quiz at the end of the video. So maybe a good place to start, Colton, is how about you tell us about what writing system you like to use for Blackfoot? Because not everyone uses the system, right?
Yes, correct. So the writing system that I like to use was developed by a man named William Bigbull, and it is a writing system that's based off of the Latin-based writing system, save for the diacritics and the accents, which gives you a more concrete pronunciation writing system. Whereas if you were to just spell it phonetically, there are a lot of ways that it can be interpreted, which the reader might not pronounce it the way that it's supposed to be pronounced, because not everybody views the spelling the same. So this is a way to kind of almost solidify that spelling and make it so that everybody could read it.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like this system of all the systems that I've seen, just spelling it phonetically, and the syllabic system. I prefer this one, and it's the one that I use and teach with. And so as you've noticed, the only really difference is the accent marks. And there are two accent marks that are used in vowels. One is shaped like a V, and we call that the stabs on top. And then the other one, the flat one, we call it the lays on top. So without further ado, let's get started.
Cool.
So this first A with the stabs on top is pronounced ah, as in like father, ah. Two A's, and the first with the stabs on top is pronounced ah, ah. And it's pretty much the same as this first symbol, save for it is elongated, ah. The next symbol is two A's and one with a lays on top, and it's pronounced ah, ah, as in like candy, man, land, whatnot. The next symbol we have is an A and an I, and the A with the stabs on top. It's pronounced eh, 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 as in like bet or met. And then our next two, an A with an I and an A with a Y, they both make the same sound. A, as in gray. A, A.
Another one that I thought of, like when I've heard you like teach this, and like when I was in your class, like I thought of something too. It's also like when you say the alphabet, like A, B, C, D, like it's also like A, like the letter A,
Yeah,
like A, B, C, D, right? Like it's almost like
yeah.
A. I know
So
A,
it's a,
you say A, but when you say the alphabet, it's like that. So
yeah. So it's like the first letter of the English alphabet, or how the first letter is pronounced, rather. Next up is the single I. It's pronounced as just a short I, like as in the word it, I, I. And two I's is what we use to make an E sound, as in the word eat, E, E. The next one we call is the hard I, and it's two I's with the lays on top. And there's no equivalent to this sound in English. So that's why we kind of use the word like be. And the only way that I could really explain it is that it's very similar to this E sound, but it's longer and it's more pronounced. And it's also kind of has somewhat of a higher tone. So whereas this is E, this is E, E,
so this one is E and this one is E.
yeah, E,
Okay.
as in like the Blackfeet word beat, which means come in, or other words like be kani or ni si that be. And because it's
For
not
people's
be,
benefit, can you just alternate between the two? So be like, say, let's
yeah,
just say this one is the first one you say, and this is the second one, and just alternate
okay.
between the two.
So first E, second E, 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 E.
Cool.
And now this next one is more tricky to pronounce. It's we call this the soft E, and it's essentially pronounced the same way as the AI with the lays on top. Could you point it out? As in like the word eh, or sorry, pronounced eh, as in the word bet. So that's what it's similar to, except it's more silent and it's kind of almost aspirated. So whereas this is eh, this is eh,
So let's make a one and a two. Let's go
yeah.
maybe here. Let's say that this one is one. Here, I'll say that one
Mhm.
first. Let's say this one is two.
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
So number one, you pronounce it as eh, 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 a hard eh sound. The second one is a softer eh. It's pronounced eh, 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 eh. It's almost faint, but it's also kind of mixed with the sound eh. So it's almost like a mixture of eh and eh, eh, eh. And once again, there is no equivalent in English. So we use the Blackfeet word for the end, which is gen, gen, gen. Because you're
The
not,
end.
yeah, the end, basically. So gen. Because you're not saying gen and you're not saying gin, you're saying gen, gen. The next symbol is an I with the lays on top and a Y, and it's pronounced I, as in mine. I, I, I. Okay. The next symbol is a single O with a lays on top. It's pronounced O, O, as in the word no. O, O. The next symbol is two O's with the last O having a lays on top. It's pronounced oo, oo, as in the word who, oo.
Oh, I didn't realize.
The next symbol is a U with a lays on top. And this is the one that gets most people, surprisingly. First, because they'll see this U and kind of try to pronounce it as oo, but it's pronounced an, as in like the word pun. ah, ah, or as in like the word assess, ah. And it also gets confused with the first symbol, ah. So if you could mark 1 and 2, and then I could do
Yeah,
the
sure. So
comparison again.
1 and 2.
Okay. So the first sound is pronounced ah, 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 ah. The second one is pronounced uh, uh, 1, ah, 2, ah, uh, ah, 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 Okay. Our next symbol is pronounced as in the word put. Uh, uh, uh,
Oh,
like in the word put or book. The next symbol is 2 O's and 1 O with the lays on top. And it's pretty tricky to pronounce. It's even hard to pronounce just by itself, but it's basically pronounced like bu, u, u. And a trick is to look at these last couple of symbols, u and and you want to say those and glue them together essentially. So u, u, u.
these two, ooh and like this?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And so it is hard to say by itself. So I like to use, again, this isn't really found in English. So I use the Blackfoot word utsqui, 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 which means blue, utsqui. So it's not, I mean, you could get away with pronouncing it as oo, like utsqui, but utsqui is kind of the main pronunciation that I know, utsqui. But of course, like utsqui is, it's acceptable, but you might want to, sorry. What is this?
Oh,
Hold on.
sounds like there's an ad playing or something.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just
No worries. That's okay.
close out. Okay, sorry. But anyway, yeah, I like to use the word utsqui. Another word that this symbol is kind of rare. The other symbol or the other word that I find it in is the word for cat, which is buus, buus, buus. So utsqui and buus are the main words that I think of when I think of this sound. Utsqui, buus.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's do how time is it? I think we could do a little, why don't we do a little quiz at the end? We can
Okay.
do a little quiz here. So you can, let's do, I just thought of another idea. You can say like, maybe we can do like 5 letters. So you say a letter, we'll pause, let the people watching like think about it. Then you say the answer. So,
Okay.
for example, if you go like, pause, like, okay, the answer is like this one, right? The first A or whatever it is, right? And then we can even do like you say some short words, and then you have to like spell it out.
Okay.
And then maybe what we can do, yeah, and then you can tell me how to spell it. Maybe it's good practice for me too, actually. I'll try and spell it too. And that'll be my test too, because okay, cool. Go for it.
Okay. So the first thing I'll test you on is the sound eh, 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 eh. So what symbol makes the sound eh?
Okay, I'm gonna guess mine. I think it's this one.
You'd be correct.
Yeah.
The soft E, or the 2 I's with the stabs on top. Okay.
So as we're doing this quiz, people watching, as we're doing this, like pause after each one if you want time to think about it, or like rewind a little bit to hear him say it again. Okay, go ahead, Colton.
Okay. The next sound is uh. So what symbol makes the sound uh? Would you like
I will
to guess?
guess. I will guess. I'll pause for like 4 seconds or so to let kind of leave a gap.
Mhm.
So this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'd be correct.
Okay, good.
So the next sound, let's go with ah, ah, ah. Ah. So what symbol makes the sound ah?
Okay, I'll take my guess. I will say this one.
Gitsiman.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
Let's
about we
see.
do some, let's see. Maybe we do some words, I guess. Yeah, we can just maybe do, let's do a few words,
Okay.
say some short ones. That'll be harder.
Okay. So what symbol or what vowel rather is in the word buus? Buus.
That's hard.
Buus. Okay.
Yeah, that's a better way to do it. Like you say, yeah, just the vowel. We haven't done consonants yet. That's a good point.
Okay. What vowel is in the word ta?
Let's go back to the first one first. So what's the first one you said?
The first one or
The
oh
first word.
oh the answer. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Can you
So
say the word
the
again, actually?
yeah, the word buus.
And
Buus.
is there two vowels in there?
No, just one. And the
Oh,
vowel
really?
within that word is this last symbol, the two O's with the stabs on top.
This one?
Yeah, as in like utsqui. Buus. Buus.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Okay. Let's go with okay. What vowel is in the word ta? Ta. 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 Give you a second.
Is it
I was going with
this one?
yes, that one. The two A's with A stabs on top. Ah. Ta or ta. It's in a different tone, but it's the same vowel. Let's go with how about the word beat? Beat. What vowel is in the word beat? Beat. I'll give you a second.
I'm gonna guess wait, it's probably this one.
Yes, man. Ah. Suka.
Okay. Well, let's maybe wrap this one here. I guess
Okay.
we won't have time for consonants today. That's okay. Next time, next video, we'll do consonants. I'll stop the screen share. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I can't wait to do more of these. I can't wait to do some of the not advanced ones, but more like like level 2 oriented things, some of like the harder listening comprehensions. But cool. Thank you, Colton. I appreciate that.
That's
And
good.
hopefully people watching this enjoyed it too. And see you guys next time. Let me stop the recording.
Dagdamat sa nakapwa.